I've hardly been out all winter other than essential journeys, and the only exception I think was the little Suzuki 200 that I got running and decided to take out. So today I've decided to take my adventure bike out, a little Honda CG125. And for those of you who don't think a Honda CG125 is an adventure bike, if you want to cross South America or go the full length of South America or cross Kazakhstan or something, the locals don't take some big 1200 GS or something, they take a Honda CG125. You'll find loads of videos on YouTube about people doing exactly that. There's one guy, I think they still make these actually in South America and in Pakistan. I know of one guy who bought one at the very bottom of South America, and he did something like 30,000 kilometres up through South America, visiting all sorts of places before ending up at his friend's house in Austin in Texas. And at the moment, as I'm actually recording this, there's a boyfriend and girlfriend combination are on a journey from England to South Africa on two 25-year-old Honda CG125s. So if I wanted to cross Russia, this is the bike I would take. And I'm not joking when I say that, because they just keep going. Anyone can fix them. They're really lightweight. The only problem you might have is if you're on larger roads, you'd struggle to do more than about 60 if you were loaded up with stuff. Anyway, I thought I'd get out and about a bit. This is the only bike I take out on salty winter roads, and believe me, in Aberdeenshire and Angus they have what I would describe as a salt fetish. There is a theory, probably a conspiracy theory, that reckons they must be in league with car manufacturers or something. I don't think it would be at that level, maybe a national level. But anyway, I thought I'd get out and about. There's a lot of road closures about these two counties due to all those big rainstorms we had at the end of 2023. So I'm going to have a look at the state of the roads. This road's busier than usual. I can see a big lorry coming, so I'll just stop at this corner. Where is he? Yeah, there he is. Oh, there's plenty of room. So this road is getting used by things like that normally wouldn't go on it. But it's nice to be out and about. I've got my heated grips on, and I have upgraded the charging system on this little bike, so I've actually got LED headlights as well, or headlight. It's no longer running straight from the alternator. This road's not too bad, the condition of it, but there's a smaller one I'm going to go, which I think is bearing the brunt of the traffic. Normally you don't meet anything on these roads. No, the condition of this road is not too bad. As I say, I don't think this is bearing the brunt of the additional traffic. There's another one that I think is suffering badly. It's breaking up a bit there. Some heavy vehicles have been pulling in to let things pass, I think. In fact, that's breaking up quite badly. It's about 4 degrees, but it's a real raw, cold, damp wind. I've got my heated grips on and I'm well wrapped up. When I mentioned the heated grips here, it's like the cheapest set that I could get from China. And they fit straight on to the Honda CG and probably the Honda CB as well. That guy's probably pulled out of there 100 times and nothing was ever coming. And I think we've all done that in the local area. Which side of this pothole? Oh! This road's not doing too badly actually. A few trees blowing down. A fair hole there. Lots of detritus on the road. Just check my headlight is working, yeah it is. I think the guy just wasn't looking. More trees blowing down. Lots of mud on the road. Somebody getting ready to move some livestock. Although it's cold, as I say, it's quite damp. And my visor keeps steaming up. There might be a lot of wind noise. I'm really glad of these heated grips because it is quite a wind chill. That's quite a hole there. I've got hand guards as well that make a big difference. There's another massive hole. I don't think I've ever seen so many signs. Look at this. Height of the bridge, width of the bridge, flood, and something else. Muddy here. Presumably where the flood was. Now I could take that main road into that village I'm going into because it's not very far, but I want to check this road out. I haven't been out for years. Let's see what kind of condition it's in. Oh, that's a hole. Yeah, if you went into that in something with 2 wheels, you'd be over the handlebars, I think. A little brick house. can see heavy lorry tyre wheel spin marks on the hill there. There must have been something pretty big coming up. Now this road's looking like it's being reclaimed by nature. They've cleared a lot of trees there. Trees down everywhere. More trees lying down. There was a lot of wind a few months ago, as well as the flooding. I love these fences that people put up. It looks like a pallet repairing yard or something. Even the 30-mile-an-hour speed sign's blown down here. Oh, we've got these ludicrous 20-mile-an-hours as well. Although this bit is probably about 15 I'll be doing when I go through it. So some places they make sense. In some places they don't. And people start to ignore them in the places where they don't make sense, and they get into the habit of ignoring them when they do make sense. It just confirms that most people are completely incapable of thinking for themselves. I believe it's more than 90% of people, which is quite a terrifying statistic. But it's another piece of the world clicks into place once you realise that. Right, this is a road saying closed down there, but I think there's a road I can get. In fact, I'm pretty sure there is. The road basically washed away down here. It was quite an unbelievable flood actually. Let's see if I can get it on camera. You can get a look. I'm not sure they've done very much with it, but I could actually get around there, but I won't in case I've got cameras or something. It doesn't look like they've done anything with it. I could probably get across there, but as I say, I bet I'm not. With some job's worth. Lots of mud. Right. This, I believe, is a road that has been bearing the brunt of the traffic that would normally went straight on. So here we go. I don't think I've ever met anything on this road before. You have things like even large lorries coming this way, and there is other routes they could go. Hey, here we've got a big thing. Right, thank you. road's doing not too badly actually. I thought it was doing more broken up with the amount of traffic on it. It's not doing too well there. A tractor and a car or something. Some people in larger cars don't feel the need to acknowledge someone a small and obviously low cost motorcycle. The road's not so good here. Now, this is the bit I think might have suffered because it's a real dip down to a little bridge and a river. That looks okay. Also, oh, there's a start to break up. Yeah, large things going into the side there, tearing up the edges. Well, it's not as bad as I thought it might have been, this road. I might stop down here and have a look at this river across there. It's not sure if I can see very much, but I think it tends to wash away the banking here. Let's see if I can see. When you look at this, they've dug a drainage channel here to get the water off the road. Look at the rubbish people dump. It's horrendous. Oh yeah, that river banking. That's suffered badly there. Look at this. Cardboard boxes full of stuff. But yeah, that banking's suffered there. There's an abandoned church and cemetery, graveyard over there. There's definitely a few more vehicles on this road than usual. Although I'm quite sure some people will be discovering there's better routes. That there's better routes than this, rather. I'll see if I can stop down here and get another look at the river. That's a good thing about a small motorbike, these kind of roads. You don't even need passing places. You can just pull in to the edge and a car and a bike can get past. Usually, well, that's it. Well, some trees get washed down as well. I think I'll stop further down as well and have a look. adventure bike. I wonder how the boyfriend and girlfriend combination are getting on their journey through Africa. They've been building up a levee here, and you can see across the river there. It's really, really eating into that banking, all the gravel line. I think this whole area must have been flooded. This is just mud. I can see a lot of big vehicles have been pulling in there to let things past. And up here on the right hand side we've got a Pictish standing stone. There's quite a lot of them about. Aberdeenshire and Angus. I think the Romans were having a lot of problems with the Picts. They built two walls to keep them out, Hadrian's Wall and the Antonine Wall. Let's stop here and have a look at the sea. I'm glad of these heated grips because although it's about 4 degrees, which is not desperately cold, there's no ice. It's the wind chill and the fact that it's a kind of damp wind as well. There's a good pile of logs. See, I could do with some logs, but I've no way of getting them, so I just need to get somebody to deliver them. Right. So I went out before that lorry. Is he coming this way, or is it? Yeah, she. There's a bit down here I'm going to have a look at as well. On the left, they actually closed this bridge during the flooding because they thought it was going to wash away. Fortunately it didn't wash away. Oh, this road's suffering. They've closed that cycle and walking route. Yeah, there's some bigger holes here. Let's see if I can have a look at the foundations down here. So there's nothing coming. Well, this is all new, isn't it? This must have suffered badly down here. They built up a bit of a levee there as well. Yeah, they were afraid this was going to wash away, I think. Yeah, what's that in the water over there? Is that a mink? I don't think it'll be an otter. There's something swimming. Yeah, is it an otter? No, it's a mink. They've kind of taken over from otters, and people were releasing them from mink farms. And they filled the gap left by the otters that were hunted almost to extinction. American mink, I think. That rhymes. Yeah, they were worried this was going to wash away because it was just completely flooded here. Look at that gate, that must have got caught in the flood. In fact, there's a little road I'll go. Another road might be in a bit of a state with the weather. Now this is the section of road I wanted to check out. Not too bad looking. Well, it's suffering, that's quite a hole. You wonder if they'll ever resurface these roads. I mean, there is people live along them, so I suppose they'll need to eventually. I know in Japan there's a lot of really rural, small windy roads that they've just closed. When they build a new highway, they'll put link roads off of it to where people live, and they close and abandon the smaller roads. The people still go on them though, especially in motorbikes, because you can just go around the barriers. Some interesting videos from Japan about that kind of thing. It passes the dark winters when you can't get out on a motorbike for any significant distance. Well, I think I'll maybe just head home now. I'll get some lunch. And there's some other roads I'd like to explore, so I might go out this afternoon once I've warmed up again.